Okay, I think this is the right angle, right? And as usual, my dog has to come here. I just start something and my dog is right here, right here, right here. Right here. Okay, I feel like my sound is okay. Hi everybody. Oh, hold on. You're twitching too much. Hi everybody. Let me show you what I am working on. New project alert. So, I was showing you this Naco Paris. Sorry, the tag fell off. I was showing you the Naco Paris, this beautiful shade of purple. I think it's called purple or lilac. It doesn't have a name, it just has a number. So I was showing you this beautiful lilac the other day, and I decided to start something. So we have another fluffy sweater on the needles, but this time it will only be a sweater. I'm not doing a dress anymore. It's going to be a simple cropped fluffy sweater, and I started with the ribbing. Ah, salut! Mami! Mami, asta matali? Oh, mersi. Îmi vopsesc părul și cât aștept, vreau să împletesc un pic. Uite ce culoare frumoasă! Uite ce culoare frumoasă! A să fiu un ou de Paști. Okay, so now that I've shown you the color, I have shown you the yarn. Let me remove my dog. Okay, so let us do a bit of knitting. And also, I was thinking we could listen to Nitty Natty. She's my favorite, actually. And hold on, again with the commercial, it's incredible. Another commercial.
We just got back to my parents' house and
Nitty
we
Natty.
again tomorrow. I will be spending the first 7 days of December out of town, which means I need to get all my admin projects ready today. I've got everything gathered here on the bed and a fresh notebook. It's time to tackle my 2024 advent plans.
Can I just say, I actually regret starting the yarn from the outside because I always have to switch and push the skein of yarn, and that's kind of difficult. I regret, and next time I will start from the inside. So I will definitely do that next time, but usually for such a sweater I only use 2.5 skeins, maximum 3, so I have 2 more chances to get it right and to use the skein from the inside. Now I'm just gonna have to power through it. Okay. Ok, mami, o să fac un pulovăraș, dar scurt, nu rochi. Asta vreau să fac. Cum culoarea? Frumos așa, liliac. Dar eu cu părul ud când îl vopsesc așa că pun gugiu. Okay, so shall we start the
This
countdown?
is something that I usually reserve for Vlogmas
And we shall
Day
watch
0,
Nitty Natty while I
which is kind
knit.
of my prep day to get everything ready for the Advent season. But travel is forcing me to be prepared earlier this year. Today is November 20th, and we won't be back here until December 5th, which means I need to bring with me nearly a full week of Advent prepared. I am looking on the bright side of things and realizing that getting organized early is not necessarily a bad thing. Every single year, I want to have this super chill December experience where I'm waking up.
By the way, I'm also having a cup of tea, relaxing.
A beautiful project, and I'm staying caught up, and I'm not stressed. But then I go and wait to get organized until the day before it begins. Then I'm surprised when I don't have a chill time. So
oh, hi everyone.
Today.
Let
First,
me
I want to
make
open and
sure.
organize my advents into projects that
I just started a new project.
And enjoyable. Next, I want to make a list of things I need to do to get prepared for my Advent projects, like winding yarn or knitting cuffs. Finally, I want to take an inventory.
I think I'll do
of my
one more
current
round
books
and then I'll
and
start
make
the
plans to finish
stockinette.
them by December 1st. I think let's begin with the most exciting thing and open up these Advents.
I love Advents. Let's watch the Advent yarn.
Last year, I went way overboard with Advents, with 10 yarn Advents, which was just way too many. This year, I feel like I have quite a reasonable amount. I have 3 mini skein Advents, 1 self-striping one, and 1 T1. So quite reasonable if I do say so myself. I also have a plethora of fun Christmas bags that I can use to sort out these Advents. So I think let's open up the Advents, see what's inside. I'm probably going to pull any extras out. I'm not going to bring with me the entire Advent as we're traveling. I've learned that is just way too much. So I'm only going to bring with me the days that I need. And I believe that would be, I could fit that like in project bags individually. And we're just going to see what's inside. Let's start with Polka Dot Creek Elf Advent. This is probably a good time to say that if you have any of these Advents, you might want to look away. I'm the kind of person who likes to pull them out, open up any extras or anything before Advent actually begins. But if you don't want to see that, you're going to want to skip ahead. So this one looks like it has a card with all of the names on it. Also, this Advent has a ton of different dyers involved, so I will need that. I'm just setting that aside for now. Here's what it looks like inside. Let's see. There's a bag. Actually, I may not need to do anything for this Advent because it's already tucked into a bag. Are you ready to see it?
Yes.
How cute is that? It's actually not that big of a bag, so I really could bring it all with me. It says candy canes, candy syrup, candy corns, all the major food groups. It's got this like faux leather bottom, has wire in it. I am gonna just do a little quick unzipsies here. Okay, it looks like everything is kind of packaged and wrapped individually with the days labeled on it. So let me show you the inside of the bag. I obviously have to use the bag with the Advent. It's got even more print on it, little pockets on each side. This is really, really cute. I cannot see who the maker is. I don't think it's anywhere on the bag. Let me check the tag. Okay, so according to this card, day 25 is the bag, and it is by So Shannon. Super cute. I also didn't realize that I would get a Ravelry coupon code for a cowl, so I'll have to check that out too. In the interest of space, I am just going to put the first 11 days, since they're already bagged up together, plus the card, which I'm not going to show you either side because it has either names or it has the coupon code on it. And I will just zip this guy up and consider this one ready to go. Let's do a T1 next. This is from Bird and Blend. I believe they are in the UK. I really enjoyed my tea at
Puff Diddy, what an interesting name. I am starting a new fluffy sweater in this color called Lilac, and it is so fluffy. Hold on, maybe I can show you. Well, anyways, I'm gonna look like a fluffy bear or maybe like a fluffy Bigfoot, like a fluffy Bigfoot lilac colored. Freak.
calendar last year, which I got from Plum Deluxe, but I just decided let's try a new company. I've used a couple of their teas and really liked them, so I thought it'd be a fun way to try even more of them. There are some extra goodies here on the top. Looks like a couple of herbal teas with chamomile, licorice, ginger, and peppermint. I might actually try those tonight. This box is not a secret. You can see it right on the website when you order. I chose the herbal one that's all caffeine free, but you can also get a caffeinated version. It smells really good, and look, they're all little individual boxes. So rather than mess with this, since it's not that big and we will be driving, I'm just gonna take this with me as is. For my next yarny one, I have Fangirl Fibers Beauty and the Beast. Now we got a box. Whoa. This is so cool. Look at the packaging. This is wild. I have never seen anyone do something like this.
By the way, I checked the prices on the Advent yarn products. It is insanely expensive. I mean, I get that they're beautiful and packaged and nice packaging, but it is so expensive. Me, I only want the yarn. Like, just give me the yarn. I don't need beautiful packaging. I don't need like a bag, a second bag, a postcard, whatever. Just give me the yarn.
Before, aren't they the cutest little bags? And they're all labeled with the dates, which will make it so easy for me to sort out my first 7 days. Okay, there are a couple of extra goodies in here, so look away if you don't want to see them. First up is this little drawstring bag, which is very, very cute. Next up is the color guide on the other side of this, which is very important because Kent and I will most likely be playing the guessing game with this advent. I'm also seeing a sticker and some little snips. I love these. I put the first 7 skeins plus the color card in here, and I found a couple of other goodies. It looks like there is a full skein on day 25. These bags, I cannot. I put all the rest of the bags back in the box with the first advent that I opened. It fit in there too. And then I also found these gorgeous stitch markers. The acrylic ones are all different characters from the movie, and then the colorful one is Belle's dress. This is already making me feel like I'm opening up Christmas presents, I guess because I kind of am, and I'm getting even more excited for it to be December 1st. I've got one more thing to open today, my self-striking skein. I do have another mini skein advent, but it's not here yet because it is meeting me in Florida. So I will be opening that one on Vlogmas Day 1. But for now, let's open up the Freckled Whimsy skein. This is my first time getting the Freckled Whimsy advent, so I was just reading through some of the different tips, and I'll talk about those in a minute. But I wanted to show you the packaging. I love that it's like, actually kind of looks like a coffee bag, doesn't it? It's completely sealed up, so you can't see it at all, in black packaging, which is really fun. So there are 2 50-gram skeins of self-striping yarn twisted together in here, and then I also ordered the mini skein so that I could do
Rumpelstiltskin. I'm sorry, Rumpelstiltskin. Extra packaging and stuff, right? Yeah, I don't know if I'm not even subscribed to this whole culture of package into like 25 small packages, then packaged into a bigger bag, which is packaged into a box or another bag. Like, I'm all about the yarn. Just give me the yarn. But actually following Natalie, following other YouTubers, I am more presented other elements of the industry, because the industry is not only yarn or acrylic or yarn making or knitting or crocheting. It's a whole ass industry, starting with the needles. Then there are progress keepers, which, by the way, I have the most simple one, metal, which open like this. But apparently every yarn producer or indie dyer, or however they're called, and now every content creator creates their own progress keeper, or how do they call it, progress keeper or stitch marker maker, and they add like beads, glass, wood, metal, and they're so expensive, it's ridiculous. It's the size of an earring, and it costs like $10 or $5, or how much they cost. And then they have the bags and where you put the knitting, and then they have, oh my god, the detergent for your knitting, then the conditioner, then the cream to make sure that your hands are not tired. So many additional elements of the industry, which probably makes sense, because the more you build up on an industry, the bigger it is, the more people are involved. And me, as such a outsider, as a small knitter from Eastern Europe, I don't get it. But it's nice to see what's out there. And Rumpelstiltskin, I am knitting a fluffy sweater, but bottom up. So this will be at my waist. Hold on. This will be at my waist, and I will work it to my neckline. Kaku Haryana, hello.
Puffs, heels, and toes, not in stripes. And that one, according to this, says that it is not a surprise. But again, if you haven't received your package yet and you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil you. So look away for a moment because we are going to take a look at the mini skein. I stand corrected. It is a 25-gram mini, which is nice because that means there's a little bit extra.
And can I just comment, 25 grams, 10 grams, 20 grams, what are you going to do with 10, 20, 25 grams of 25 different colors? Like, what are you going to do? I don't know.
So that you can...
I'm just being a negative Nancy right now. Probably that's the whole appeal of it. And probably I have not tasted, I've not tasted the fruits of Advent, and I am just following. Probably I'm just jealous. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Rumpelstiltskin frustrating. I feel you. Yeah, probably we are both jealous. We are jealous knitters who have no Advent, and that's why. Oleo Deli Hancha. Hi. My name is Jon Andrade. Hello, I am Christine.
Really have plenty to do.
Do you also like to knit?
And it's a really lovely color that I'm not going to describe just in case you're looking away. Okay, mini skein is gone. Now, let me look at some of these rules again because I just want to make sure I'm a rule follower and I don't like to spoil anything for anyone else. So this says reminder, don't peek until December 1st. Too late. I already looked at it. But it says if you must, don't spoil it for anyone else.
So Jon Andrade says, I'm painting okay. I'm from Brazil. Oh, hello, Brazil. Buenas tardes. No. Wait, what did I know about Brazil? E Bruno está de casa, Ventalo Brasil. Something like that. Oh, yes, I crochet like... Oh, boa tarde. Yes, boa tarde. Rumpelstiltskin. I don't knit. I'm a guy. My sister and mom used to knit a lot. Sweater, mufflers, socks, etc. Well, my brother is a guy and he also crochets, but like stuff for the horse. Rumpelstiltskin. I'm from India. Hello, India. I'm from Moldova.
Each skein is a set of 250 grams that will be twisted together as if they are one skein. So my one thing about this...
So thank you for writing where you're from. So this means that India and Moldova are just jealous people. We are jealous that we didn't buy an advent calendar with yarn this year.
That means that I actually do need to peak before December 1st because I want to be able to wind these. So I probably am going to open it today and wind it up. But maybe I can do it in a way that I don't really look at it that much. I don't know, I'll try. It says the mini skeins are not a surprise and they are separate. So if you want to get a head start on your cuffs, you can, and that's totally something I'm planning to do. It says that not all skeins will be the same color. That's intentional. They don't all start the same. So I think that is very interesting. I was also wondering that because I really want to do my cuffs. Oh, sorry about that. I was saying that I want to start my cuffs before December 1st, and I want December 1st to be my first stripe. So basically, I'll be doing stripes from December 1st to the 24th. Then I can do my toes on the 25th, and I'll be totally done with my socks for Christmas. That's kind of my plan.
So she's planning to knit socks for the what is that? Vlogging every day in December. One day, one color every day. And I was actually wondering what to do for Vlogmas this year. Last year I made a stripe in a blanket. Every day another color. And I filmed Vlogmas episodes from the 1st of December until Christmas. But Christmas in Moldova is celebrated on the 7th, 8th, and 9th of January. So I had 40 days to work on the blanket. So I don't know what to do this year. I hear that Nitty Natty is doing the... she's going to do a pair, maybe one sock or maybe two, to have a pair every day, another color. And I'm wondering if I should do the same. I don't know. I'm not gonna make a blanket this year. I'm thinking to just like do whatever I want. Probably this is what I'll do. So please show the crochet stitches. Unfortunately, they're not here. They're in my room. I will show it to you. Oh, by the way, Olio, Jon Andrade, just click on any video in my channel and you will see so many crochet. I have a blanket in chevron crochet stitch. Rupian skin, these things are quite affordable here. It is costly only if you buy high-end stuff like cashmere wool. Yes, it's the same in my country. If you buy wool, mohair, cashmere, merino wool, it is more expensive. This is cheap. This is acrylic. This is like synthetic plastic. Up point. Up point. Please show the crochet stitches. Yes, okay. Oh, thank you for the understanding. I do have a lot of crochet on my channel. Just click on my channel and you will see I was obsessed with the chevron crochet blanket and it's ginormous.
So since these are not already caked, I will be taking a sneak peek before December 1st because I'm not bringing my winder with me all the way to Florida.
Reduceri de până la 70%. Black Friday la Bomba. Televizor Hisense QLED de 127 cm la 7.999 lei. Mașină de spălat Samsung de 6 kg la 5.999 lei. Sau frigider No Frost de code.
Oh my god, with the commercials again. My god.
That all consolidated down quite nicely. And now that everything is open, it's time to make some pattern plans. I am doing something rather groundbreaking this year. Okay, it's not really, but I learned this from watching other people's Vlogmases in the past, and it's something I would probably have never even thought of myself.
Oh my god,
and
tell me.
Is, I am just going to be content in opening this year's Advents, and I'm not going to work with them at all. However, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be making an Advent pattern. I am just going to be using an Advent from last year. This is my Pretty Twisted Yarns neon bright rainbow beautiful Advent, and I have a pattern picked out for it that I love so much. Before I tell you that
She's
pattern,
gonna make
though,
a blanket.
I just want to kind of explain why I'm doing things this way. You may have heard that and thought nothing of just opening your Advent, not working with it, and working with something else. But to me, this was like actually shattering knowledge. I did not even think I could give myself permission to do that. I just thought, well, if I'm opening an Advent this year, I must work with the Advent this year. It also was a similar thing to when I saw somebody take their Advent skeins
I don't speak English very good. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. You're doing fine. So, Rumpel Skin, you guys speak Romanian, right? Yes, da, bună seara, bună seara. Salut India. Salutare.
Lay them out and change the order. My mind was just blown.
Sorry, what language do you speak besides English, obviously?
Like, you can do that? Of course you can do that. You can do whatever you want. You could take your Advents and you could throw them up in the air and let them land wherever they wanted. Well, please don't do that outside, in your own house. And then like pick an order from that. It literally doesn't matter. You could separate your Advents, you could use part of it, you could give part of it away. You can do whatever you want with them. They're your yarn. So if you have lots of Advents still to open from last year and you're also getting some this year, let me advocate a little bit for using the ones that you've already opened versus the ones that you don't know what they're going to look like yet. That gets me into my pattern that I'm going to.
So one day I will probably... Oh, your batteries are gonna die. Catch you later. Take care. Bye-bye. La rivedere. Mi Chanel Oleo Delihansa. Yes, very nice. Very nice channel. So one day I will probably buy a advent calendar for myself and I will remember this evening when I was jealous and criticizing that other people are buying advent yarn.
To be using this year, which is the Yorkshire Crochet Along. Hold on, wait, I gotta make sure I say the full name right. Yorkshire Crochet Along blanket by
I told you
Makes.
she was gonna make a
It is a
blanket.
beautiful blanket with all these different granny squares.
Hold on.
12 different granny square patterns that you work
Pass.
each of them twice, so it's perfect for an advent. And
Pass.
when I saw this pattern a couple of months ago, I decided that I must make it. It looks so much fun. I can expand my crocheting skills. It looks fun. It looks petite.
Oh my god, I just had an inspiring idea. What if this Vlogmas, every day I crochet a granny square? I have never done granny squares in my life, so maybe this will be a new challenge for myself. Ooh, that is so tempting. And I have all sorts of colors I can mix and match. Oh my god, I am so inspired. I might do that.
Potentially doable day by day. I don't know yet because I haven't made one of the squares yet. We'll get to that later. But I just thought this is so pretty and I have the perfect yarn to do it in. Now I have other advents from last year, but all of them are variegated and speckled colors. This one is the only one I have that is.
So Rumpelskin says, I speak Hindi, Decani, Telugu, Kannada, and Marathi. Wow, that is very impressive. Good for you. You sound like a really smart person. Artyom, привет, Artyom. I like SM crochet. Very nice. Hello, Artyom.
Solid. And I am pretty certain
Wait,
that the advents that I've opened this year are not solid yarns and therefore would not be suitable for this blanket. And so I feel like, you know, just having yarn that you can see everything, that you know what it looks like, and putting it together with a pattern can be really, really nice if you're looking for something specific. If you're not, and you're just kind of a go with the flow person, or maybe you pick a simpler pattern, I have, by the way, tons and tons of advent patterns that are both knit and crochet in a Ravelry bundle that I have combed through, and I have labeled them, like if they need 24 minis or 12 minis, and if they need main skeins and all of that. You can find that. It's a free resource. I'll put it down below. But if you are just doing a simple pattern, then maybe that is perfect for just opening up an advent and adding to it each day. But I knew for this one specifically, I wanted to know exactly what I was getting into. Aside from the crocheted blanket, there's only one other project that I'm getting into this year, and that's going to be with my self-striping skein. And I want to make a pair of socks just like this
love
one.
it.
They're really simple. There's no pattern to it. In fact, I have how I did this linked in my Ravelry project page. Essentially, it's just a slip stitch pattern. And actually, since I made these ones, I think, oh no, actually maybe these ones are the right ones. I kind of added in a couple of other things to get a really nice fit. When you're doing a slip stitch pattern, it can be kind of tight. So I added in some like rib. Anyway, I've got the notes on my Ravelry project page, which I will make sure to link. So my thought is I'll do a stripe a day each on my pair of socks. Try to work through a square every single day. That one I can't be too sure of until I get into the pattern. What I have always wanted to do is create this really calm environment for myself to have a daily routine in December. So I'm kind of imagining that I will wake up every morning and I do my morning knitting and reading. I do that most days anyway, and I think that's the perfect time to work on the socks. I may not get both stripes done in that 30 minutes, but I think I can get at least one of the socks done for the day. And then maybe during my lunch break or another point in the day, I can sit and I can watch Vlogmases. I can work on my square for the day. That one is going to be a little bit TBD, but I'm not going to overwhelm myself with the pressure to have to make each square every single day. I'm just going to do what works for me. If I'm going to be ready to go in a relaxed manner on December 1st, there's a few things I want to get done before then. The first thing I want to do is wind up my Pretty Twisted Yarns minis. I don't feel like I have to wind all of them up right now, but I do.
By the way, I started doing stockinette. I transitioned from the ribbing 2x2 into stockinette. And one thing that bothers me, you see how rare it is. You see all the holes and I don't know what to do. I am knitting as tight as I can possibly do. Or maybe I should drop one size. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because in the store, when I looked at this yarn, it was knitted so tightly and you could not see any space in between. And I asked the lady, how come you were able to knit so tightly? And she said, I don't know, I just do it. But look, like you can basically find holes everywhere, even though I try my best to work as tight as possible. I don't know.
I'm going to get at least the first 7 days done, the 7 days that I'm going to be bringing with me. Daily winding can be kind of rhythmic and it can kind of help get you into the mood, but it also takes time, and I kind of want to eliminate that for this year. I've done that at all the past years that I've been doing Advent, is like opening my mini, winding it up, and then getting started. But sometimes that's a hindrance to my day. I just want to dive right into things. So since this Advent is already open, I figured why not go ahead and get as many things prepped as possible. The other thing I want to do is wind up my Freckled Whimsy skeins, because those need to be wound. Again, I'm not bringing the winder with me, so I do need to go ahead and do that. And I also want to go ahead and knit the cuffs. So each cuff is going to be approximately 20 rounds. That's a good several hours of knitting. So if I can get that prepped, then I can start working on that, maybe even in the car tomorrow. So I'm going to add those things into my knitting plans over the next week. But I also have a few whips to add to that. I've got 3 projects on my needles right now: my Halloween socks, my Salty Day sweater, and my Nordlicht cardigan. I think it's time to get out the notebook. Since we start filming Vlogmas a couple of days before December 1st, I have 8 days to get prepped for Advent. That's 8 days that I can hopefully get my Halloween socks finished, my Salty Days finished, wind my Pretty Twisted Yarn minis, wind my Freckled Whimsy yarns, and knit 2 cuffs. Now, winding I cannot do on the road, so I am going to have to do that today. I just started the toe of this sock this morning, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish this guy up today. I think it's going to feel really good to have that off the list, and then that's one less project bag and one less project I have to bring. My Salty Days I'm going to have to break down because I have a little bit more to go. I need to finish sleeve number 1, knit all of sleeve number 2, I need to block it, and then I need to do the bind off on the bottom. I think a reasonable plan for me is to finish sleeve 1 tomorrow, then I can knit the second sleeve over 4 days. The first one was really, really fast. I'll then have an entire day to block it and let it dry, and then I can bind off, leaving me a little bit of buffer time and the end. My Nordlicht I'm not even going to fuss with because 1, it only has a sleeve. It's super far from done. And 2, I'm actually not that bothered by bringing a different project into December that isn't Advent. I feel like that will maybe be kind of refreshing, and I will have it there if I want to work on it, but no pressure if I don't. That just leaves me with the cuffs of the sock to do. If I start them tomorrow, which is a Thursday, I will then have an entire week to finish 2 cuffs. So maybe I can cast on tomorrow and then try to do about 10 rounds a day, and I'll be finished in plenty of time. Okay, I think I am ready for December 1st. I'm feeling organized, I'm feeling planned. I just have a couple of things I gotta go do right now, like going to clean out the van because there is so much yarn in there that I will have nowhere to put this. See ya! And see you for Vlogmas on December 1st.
Oh my god, Vlogmas is coming, guys. Vlogmas, do you know what Vlogmas is? I love
What if you had
Vlogmas.
just about any health and wellness product you need right in your pocket with the iHerb app?
So, Olivia Liansa says, very good your crochet. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really love it. I want one sweater. No problem. No problem. No problem. I make for you sweater. Андрей says, привет всем. Привет, Андрей.
You kind of do. Sweet.
Oh my god, these commercials. Stop it.
Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my goodness. So I am sitting here and I am working on another hat. We know this. I had bunches of different colors and everything that I had pulled out, and hubby's like, "You're wanting to make men's hats. Grab the red. You can do the red." Okay. And I'm really enjoying this. Is just a simple beanie, and I'm enjoying how this is turning out. Let me show you the colors. This is one of the latest big twists that I got. This is called Cherry Mix. It's just a worsted weight value acrylic yarn. I like the way that color, at least on the skein, looks. I think it looks really fantastic. This is 269 yards, 4.3 ounces, 121 grams.
So
Like I
red.
said, a good
Oh my
worsted
God,
weight
look
number
at
four
this
acrylic.
red.
The shade wash, it says lay flat to dry, but
Like this is
yeah, this is
blood
100%
red.
acrylic.
This is like
You should be fine drying it. I
like
dried these before.
poppy
And
red.
I'm working on
Lovely. I love
got a
red
couple things
color.
I've been doing today. Yeah. Yes. So I started
Red.
Like I said, it's just
Wait.
a simple beat. I like the
Wow.
way that the colors are working up
I
on this
love
with this
it.
red and this darker red, the two colors together. I think it looks pretty cool. Well, while I'm
Now I look at this lady and I just remembered now I never knitted anything red. I want to knit some red.
happily knitting away on said beanie, I pull up Glenda from Creative Grandma, and her grandson Cody, they do a wonderful job of grabbing different yarns and crocheting big swatches with them. Not just a little swatch like I do before I, like do a gauge swatch and then wonder why it doesn't work. It's a thing, it happens. So I'm watching, and they did multiple colors today, and it was Big Twist Value yarns, and this was one of them. And you know what their least favorite swatch was? It was this. Now,
I
their
love it.
swatches were in crochet, and Glenda, she commented, she really did not like the way that this was working up, the way that the darker red
Really?
stacked on with the others, and it didn't really come up with any real pattern or anything, and it wasn't pleasing to look at.
Yeah, but crochet is very different from the knitting, so I love it. Very good. I'm like blue is red is people. Yes,
And
blue and
I get
red.
her point.
Okay.
I saw it. It was just a double crochet. It was just, kind of a rectangle double crochet. So that got me to thinking, I've got to finish this first because I only have the one skein of this yarn. And then I want to crochet a hat.
Yeah, me
And
too. I
I'm not
want to
sure what
see.
pattern, but I'm curious. How's it going to come up crochet, right? I mean, she did with the crochet, with a double crochet, and wasn't happy with it. I was thinking maybe an alpine stitch. Front post, a little bit of front post double crochets, regular
What
double
is an
crochets,
alpine
and see
stitch?
how that works up and see. So really curious with
By
that.
the way, look
So
how she is knitting and talking
I'm
at the same
happily
time
sitting
without
there
looking.
working on
I don't
said
know how
thing,
to do that.
and
I need to
something
look.
triggered and popped into my head. I'm supposed to be working on something else, and I am rapidly running out of time. As in, we are down to the last week. We are down to the last week. And some of you know what I'm talking about with just that much as a hint. New subscribers have no idea what this crazy woman is blabbering on about. So there is another call out. It's a call out. Come on, let's face it. A video. This is Hooker versus Hooker. And this is Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and Jan and Alaskan Crafter are the two hosts of said challenge. Well, I got picked as the podcaster, so there'll be four of us making the same theme thing with the same colors of yarn. So the theme is something for the hands. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this isn't going to work, right?
So I believe, yes, blue and red is beautiful. Do you make amigurumi? No, unfortunately not. I don't have the patience. I like big projects. Look, this, for example, this blanket I make. I make a big sweater, but amigurumi is so tiny. I don't like it, but I will try it in the future.
And the colors.
I want to make a
colors,
dragon.
And it is black, white, and gray. So I have to crochet something for the hands, anything, whatever, if you can justify it as the hand type of a thing.
Do you like amigurumi?
That is really the hands. I can't make a gray, black, and white hat and say, look, this is my hand thing, just because I can do this with it, right? And put it on my hands. That's not gonna work. But something for the hands. So I'd asked previously, because I'm behind. Yeah. Different things. And I got a lot of different suggestions. And then during the actual video, when it was called out, there were a lot of different suggestions and such. And then November just disappeared. It disappeared. We went to Arkansas for the first 4 days in November. Then I came back and I promptly got sick. And the last 3 weeks are a blur. Yes. Yeah. It's
You don't have the patience to make amigurumi. Do you like amigurumi? I know you need to count a lot. You have to be very patient. You have to be very careful. But here you see it's the same stitch. I don't have to pay attention. It is mindless. But for the future, of course, I want to try amigurumi. They're so cute. I want to make a red dragon for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're doing a live. I believe it's the 7th of December where we're unveiling said, projects.
Black Friday la Adidas. Geacă izolată termic cu 1599 lei și pietre impermeabile cu 1699
Oh
lei.
my god, this
Este
commercial.
soluția ideală. Ia-l cu tine oriunde. Se diluează doar cu apă.
December where we're unveiling.
What amigurumi have you made? Can you share? Maybe I'm inspiring from you.
Said, projects that I haven't started yet. I'm a little naughty. So I have some really extravagant oh, and I can't show it to you in advance. I can't show it anything, otherwise I'll be disqualified. So I can tell you about things and suggestions, but I can't show you because that's just the rules, right? So I have in my head some very, very fun, extravagant, elaborate things that I had planned on doing when we first got notification that it was going to be hands. I'm like, yeah, I've got this. There's no issues with this at all. And then November's a blur, and now I'm in a time crunch. So I'm going to give myself 2 days to see how quickly.
Oh, you're an artist. You're a painter. Yes, you said.
I can't do that and actually not look either.
Let me check out
on
your
the thing
channel.
that I'm going to be making for the hands, what I have in my head, I have to pay attention to. I really do. I know, it's crochet, right? Come on, how hard can it be? So I have to make a crochet hand object, mitts, cuffs, something for the hands, right? And yeah, so I've got an elaborate something in my head. 2 days. I'm going to give myself 2 days to see how far I can get. And if I can't get enough done, I'm going to have to go to my backup plan. And my backup plan is going to be, I'm going to find some bulky weight yarn. Okay, let's not exaggerate. I don't think I have bulky weight yarn in those 3 colors, but something, right? Something and quickly. I could do some shells. I could do fingerless mitts. The cuff type thing, I've got faux fur. I'm just saying, like you could do the line with the fur and whatever.
Hi.
I mean, there's things, right? I got some backup options that would be quicker, but still cool. Yeah. Kind of backed myself into a corner on this one. Have you guys done that before? Called out, got backed into a corner, so to speak, and you're like, what am I gonna do now? Yeah. And I think I could do one elaborate hand thing, just one. But the fact that I have to do 2, because it's like because I got 2 hands. Yeah, there's that. I'm kind of looking back and I'm like, what happened to November? What happened? I don't know. I think I got derailed on all the hats and just had fun with that, and I don't remember. So yeah, anyone that wants to throw me a lifeline, so to speak, and commiserate with me, because this is like down to the massive wire. Laugh a little bit, cry a little bit. I'm gonna cry. I can't let Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming beat me. I'm just saying. she plays dirty, man. She calls out. She's a little rough. You do know I'm saying that tongue in cheek, right? I mean, this is fun. All of this is fun. This is absolutely there's no hurt feelings. So that is definitely tongue in cheek. Gotta describe that because some people think that's serious and it's really not.
Well, don't say
yeah,
it then. If you're
she was
not
doing smack
serious,
talk.
don't
She
say
was
it.
definitely doing the smack
Oh, you
talk,
like to
and it
cook?
was
Oh, that's so
humorous.
cool. What
If
did
you're
you
not
cook
familiar
today?
with either one
I
of what
only
I'm
had
talking about,
fried
or
eggs.
hooker
It's my
versus hooker
favorite
stuff,
dish.
I'll link
I love
Laura
eggs.
down below in the description box because I know I have a lot of new subscribers and you might not know who I'm talking about. And I'll also link Jan from Alaskan Crafter. And when you scroll through their videos, you can see, and it's like two fighters, on this side you got this contender, on this side you got this, and it's hooker versus hooker. And they do a lot of lives on that. So you can definitely spot those and you can get the gist of what it is. The whole winner or loser, it's just bragging rights. There's nothing else as far as that, and that's done during a live also. So it's I believe it's the 7th of December. We'll be doing the live, and come join in, and everyone gets to vote. So again, there's the 4 of us that will be making something hand related, and we'll see who ends up winning and who has the bragging rights, right? So that's what
I actually lost the train of thought with this lady and her competition. I forgot what she said, but apparently she's having a competition together with other 4 creators. So Olio says, I'm visually impaired. I see 0% in my left eye. That is incredible. So you only use one eye. That is incredible. You are doing a great job. So how do you see to type? Do you use like a special app to type, or you just use, your eye? Actually, my left eye is the strongest one. My right eye is a bit awful, and I wear glasses. I see 40% in my right eye. Okay. Really, 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 really rarely. Great job, my friend. You can still see, you are not lost. You can still create art, right? I see that you're using the chat app very nicely. You are doing good, my friend.
that's about. I joke. I definitely joke, but this is a fantastic group. It really, really is. It's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of that friendly banter, that smack talk, friendly banter type of stuff. You're going down, I got you, let's see, what was it?
No, I
Laura,
don't like that
it hit
kind
home.
of thing.
she,
By the way, I don't like that kind of thing. I know that some people from America, when they are around with their friends, they kind of are mean to each other and they start shouting, bitch this, bitch that, just because we're such good friends. I don't like that. I don't get it. I don't like it. I have some American friends and I told them, please don't do that to me and don't talk to me like that because I will punch you, and it's not going to be a joke. It's going to be real. So if we're joking, yes, but let's not joke like that. So for me, I don't understand this and I don't appreciate
She
it.
threw one at me, and it hit home. I'm not gonna lie, it hit home. She's like, "Yeah, I think Shannon's gonna have a hard time. She's been knitting so much, I think she forgot how to crochet."
Oh, shut your mouth, I would say.
I'm like, "Oh, maybe." She might not be wrong. Just saying. So I'm like, "Oh, that could be true." So I got to go dust off my crochet hooks and see what I can come up with. Of course, as we're talking about it, what am I doing? I'm knitting, but it's knitting in the round. I mean, it's just you don't have to look at that necessarily. You just keep doing it, and you just before you know it, you get to the point where you have the decreases and you have another project done. I don't know. So does anyone else work with this one? So since I'm talking about that, I'm commiserating about my lack of hand projects. I got no fingers, I got no thumbs, I got no hands. Whatever, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not like we have a holiday between here. It's not like, everyone's coming over and I'm going to occupy days. Yeah,
I see my work now in your tablet. Oh, that's nice. Your
So
name?
in this,
My
do
name
you
is
guys
Christine.
like this? I think it looks great, but everyone's different. I'm enjoying this. I'm really curious now to try crochet with it. And have you used this color? Because I have this. Joanne has
It
this
is
in
so
purple,
beautiful. I
and, like,
love
teal's
this
blue,
red.
and teal blue,
I
and
love
it also
it.
has it in green.
Oh,
And this is my first time
I love
casting on
it.
and using this.
I
And
love
now
it.
I have to crochet something with it too. Because I am very curious how it's going to look. And
So, friends, I unfortunately have to jump into the shower. I have color paint in my hair and I don't want to burn my skin, my scalp skin. So, I want to thank you so much for having this time with me. It's already 40 minutes. I have to go wash my hair, wash it down. I don't want to show you. Okay, see you. Thank you so much for joining this, for spending this time with me. Nice to meet you, Oleo de Lianza. Good luck with the painting, and I'll see you next time. Give this video a thumbs up before you go, and let's go wash my hair. I mean, not all of you, but just me. Like, bye.